Hey guys, and welcome to Cities Excel 2012 tutorial. Basically what we're going to do in this one is just go through some really basic options of what the buttons on the side of the screens mean. So when you get into your game you should see this, basically that you play, tutorial, mode, go to the home website of the game, options, the credits, so that's just the makers, if you're really into that sort of stuff, and exiting the game. To get started, don't worry about tutorials, that's what we're going to show for you, but you probably just click the play button. So click the play button, let it load, and it'll give you a view of, well, it's basically a world which looks very similar to ours. These ones down the bottom here you can rotate up, you can rotate down, you can rotate right, you can rotate left, whatever floats your boat. You can also zoom in, or you can zoom out. Once you're zoomed in, you'll see that there's land masses and water. Of course the land masses aren't pretty much like ours, they made their own. And each one of these little dots is a city which you can select and build on. So if we collect on, say, this one for example, it's got basically what sort of resources are available, the percent of flatness to it, the percent transport access, and also the difficulty level. So in this case it's 40%. If you are a beginner to the game, I'd recommend you probably lower it and go down probably to about 20%. So find a map which suits your needs as a player. Next, you'll see that you can have different types of roads. American roads if you like to drive on the wrong side of the road, English roads, and French and German roads. I'm not too sure which side of the road they drive on over there, or just basic default roads of the game. I'm going to click the English road since they're the correct side to drive on, and then I'm going to name the city. So I'm just going to call this Test Town 101. Of course it doesn't let me put numbers in, but that's fine, we won't really worry about that. Once you've named your town you can click OK, and this will take you into the actual game. And of course you have to wait for it to load, like most things. Now once it has loaded, you'll find that it brings you into the area in which you're going to build your city. This bit here, move this down to the bottom right hand corner. This will activate the day-night cycles, as you see here, different times of the day. So for example, if you click on midnight, it will take you to the night time. If you click on 6 AM, it will take you to the morning, and you'll see the sun rising with the shadows, in this case of the trees. Once you get your buildings, of course there'll be the shadows of the buildings. I like just to let it cycle, that way you get to experience the full view of the whole day. Like the previous one, we can zoom in, we can zoom out, and we can rotate around. We've also got the postcard view of your city, or you can have your bird's eye view of your city. It is up to you of which way you play. I personally think that the bird's eye view is the best bet. Up here you also see the time that at the moment has gone to 1 speed. You can increase this time to 2, 3, 4, 5, and back to, well, it's not 6, but it resets it back to the start. Here is going to be basically what your city needs. So at the moment it's saying to build a road connection. If you'd want to close that, you can close it. It continuously runs in the background and it'll have here build road connection. So this will tell you basically if you need to build residential communities, any commercial, the type of industry, whether you need safety buildings like firehouses or ambulance offices, anything like that. So keep an eye on that throughout your gameplay. We won't worry about these too much now, they'll be done in the next tutorial, but what I want to focus on at the moment is this section here. This bit is basically your dollar amount, or your dollar value. That's how much money you currently have. If you would open up the budget panel, it says that your taxes, which we don't have any at the moment because we haven't built anything. Taxes again, expenses, most profitable, most expensive loans. We'll go over this later on once we start to build a city. Close that off. The other thing here is this is going to be your population panel. So if you open that up, it tells you or gives you an idea of the type of residents that are currently within your city. Now at the moment, of course, there are none because we haven't started to build anything yet. But that is something that you can look at throughout your gameplay. So you have, this one means your number of unskilled workers, number of skilled workers, number of executives, and finally the number of elites. And as your city progresses, you'll be able to purchase, well, not purchase, but I guess they'll come available to you to build. This bit up here is basically like your menu or your main menu. You have the trade option, which when you start to build connections to other cities, it'll come up. and you'll be able to trade different resources. You have your blueprints. Now these will be of any sort of mega structures which you will get throughout your game. At the moment this is unactivated. This is your view options. As you'll notice, when you turn this off and on down in the corner, so on, off, on. You have your trophies which you'll collect throughout the game. These are basically like achievements. So if I open these up, you notice that high unemployment, for example, that was step 1 of that. Now this is related to other cities as well. So it's not just for one city. These challenges can be, accumulated throughout multiple cities. So if you get one in this city, it will carry over into your next city. You won't be able to obtain it again. Here's your save option, your menu, which you basically have that. It'll have your options, toggle the zones. You can cheat. We'll go over that later. And quit, which will take you out of the game. This is to go back, so do that. It will save your city automatically, and it will take you back to the world view, where if you don't like the area that you've chosen, you can select it again. Okay guys, that is basically it for now. I will do another tutorial, hopefully a more detailed one, to actually get to play the game. But for that, it's very, very basic. So for any of those that are new to the game and don't like to think too much, I hope it really helps. Alright guys, have a good one.